Hello, welcome to Camp's Corner. We had a unfortunate incident with this bar. The tip blew out, the sprocket broke in a couple pieces and came apart. So in today's video, we're going to replace it. I had to order this tip from my local dealer. It took them a couple days. So in your replacement bar package, you get your new tip, and you also get 3 new rivets that hold that tip on. So I've got the bar sitting on a sacrificial piece of wood here. Your first step is drill out these old rivets. I think that one's spinning. That one's spinning, which is fine because you can just drive them out with a punch. Alright, let me get a punch. Alright, I spared you all that agony of watching me fiddle around with those first two. I had to go find a different punch, and I think we're good now. So we'll do this last third one here. We'll do this roll. See how long I got to fiddle with this one. There, it's out. And just like that, your old tip comes out. Look, no sprocket in it. All the little, when I brought it in the shop to take the chain off, because it jumped the chain, it got wedged on it. All the little roller bearings were wedged in the groove in the bar. So that wasn't fun. But your next step is to take a little wire brush or a pick or something and clean out all the debris in here. So let me get that. I got a pick. Just get in this groove where all the sawdust and residue and oil hangs out. See that? Get all that crap out of there. Take your little wire brush. Just clean it up like so. Good enough. So then you'll take your new sprocket and your rivets. Take a new sprocket. It doesn't matter which way it goes. Just slide it on like that. And then you'll pop your new rivets in. This last one will go. Yep. You flip it over, and you're going to give it some wax on this side. So you just take your peen side of your hammer, and do that a bunch of times. So I'll be back when I get that done. Alright, we're back from whaling on this thing. Once you get that done, you can take a flat file, and if you want, you can go over a little bit. They can be protruding a little bit because your chain is wider, so it won't get hung up. But you don't want them sticking out too far. You don't want any great big burrs on there that'll snag. That's pretty smooth there. Yep, so I think that'll be good enough. Oh, do it again. I know I already did it once. Ooh. I don't know if anybody watching here has compared these regular Rollomatic ES bars to the light bars. I don't think I would ever go back to running a regular bar. Look how nose heavy this saw is like that. You really feel it when you pick it up. It just dives down. Let's go ahead and switch this back out to the light bar. We'll hang this back up where it belongs. I don't know, should I put it like this or should I do it upside down? I don't know. That wouldn't be right. That's upside down. I better put it this way. All this messing around, I'm careful, I might put the chain on backwards. Clean all that dirt and debris out of your oil pump orifice area. I really should take the air compressor to it, but it's not on and it's empty, so I'm not going to start it at this hour in the evening. Oh, and you're supposed to wear gloves when you handle these too. Just breaking all the safety rules. Set on there loosely. I like these captured nuts that they started putting on these saws. It never failed back in the old days with the older saws, and even on the 660 that I have. Take your nuts off and you're sitting on a stump and something happens, you bump the saw, it rolls over. Gonzo or the nuts. Oh yeah, she way loose. Good enough. Now, let's address the chain, because the same, well no, it was the next day. So the sprocket blew out. I put the other bar on. I think it was the very first, I started the saw, and the very first cut I made, I hit metal with it. And it doesn't that just figure, when it rains it pours with this stuff. Anyway, I've got to sharpen this again. I dressed it up pretty good, but I got to go through and touch it up. So, while we're doing this, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how I file. So, this is the file that I use. It's just a regular old 3/8 file. When I have a big oopsie, I use this guide because it lets it set on the top of your raker so you don't end up going too deep into your gullet. My tree buddy that taught me how to file saws many years ago taught me how to do it with just a regular old round file with nothing. He taught me how to just freehand it like that. But when I got a big oopsie, I like to go ahead and just use this guide. So they're pretty close to being where they need to be, but I just want to touch them up before I go sawing again so I can run it into another piece of tree service metal, because you know that's what we do here at Camp's Corner. So this is what I do. I just take it, and usually when your chain's not terrible, it's 3 or 4 strokes will do it. Oh, it's kind of hard to do with this camera here in the way. Let's try that. Can you see me? You don't have to put a whole bunch of pressure on it, just a little bit of down pressure. Another thing my tree buddy taught me was, don't be so cheap with your files. They don't last forever. I guess back when he was teaching me, the same file that I bought when I bought the saw. So that one's still got a little bit to go there. A little more, yeah. Just like that, we're done that one side. Does anybody notice anything? Look at all that gap in between cutters. It's because I run skip tooth. I run these skip tooth chains for a couple reasons. The main reason is because it is half the teeth to sharpen. And cutting firewood, you're always sharpening your chain. I can do it in half the time. Another reason is, which I think is why they make skip tooth chains, is because it spreads the chips out more. They don't seem to clog up that much. The chains, I don't think they're any cheaper than a regular chain, but anything 25-inch and above, I would recommend at least just trying one skip tooth chain and see what you think about it. But yeah, so she's getting back to good, which means it's time to go find another piece of metal, right? We're all back together, nice and sharp. See how balanced that is? Isn't it? It's not nose heavy at all. It's just your power head weight. I don't think I would ever get another regular bar, at least on these big saws. Maybe the little saws that I got, but yeah. So I got 2 years out of this tip that was on this bar. I bought the bar right after my wife got me this saw. So it's 2.5 years. we shall see if that lasts another 2 years. I don't think this bar will be worth putting another tip on down the road, but we shall see. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.